Hey, what's up guys, Steven here and welcome back to another video, and today we're taking a closer look at the AnkerWork B600 Video Bar. So this is an all-in-one conference solution. That means it's a webcam with plenty of accessories. We have here a light on top, we have 4 microphones, we have built-in speakers, we have different possibilities on how to connect it, and it's even AI powered. So all of that sounds really amazing. So just imagine you can take any laptop, you use this thing and you can host pretty amazing live streams, conferences or whatever. But is this webcam really worth it? Let's go and let's check it out. Alright, so let's go and let's unbox the AnkerWork B600 Video Bar, and as the name suggests, this is not a normal webcam. The package hosts the huge webcam, a Type-C to Type-C cable and a power supply with various attachments for other countries. Connection to your computer is via USB-C cable, which connects at the back of the unit. On the video bar itself there are 2 Type-C ports. One is for power and one, it seems, it's for data. But I've tried it with the data one only connected to a proper power Type-C port and it worked without the power supply. I guess it's included for weaker Type-C ports. There's also an USB-A outlet for connecting accessories. The video bar itself has a tripod mount, but also comes with a fold stand for the monitor. The light at the top is not only a light, it acts as a privacy shield. Now when you close it, the webcam can't see anything, and that's something I really like. There are also touch buttons on the webcam to control the brightness of the LED light and to mute the microphone, and also on the other side you can switch off the light with one tap. But guys, we're not stopping here. It also has 4 microphones built in, I guess some of them are for noise cancellation, and it has dual 2-watt speakers to use it as an audio device. That's quite impressive. Although the camera will function by simply connecting it to your computer, for full control you should install the AnkerWork software. From there you can choose the resolution at which you want to shoot, but I just kept it at the maximum resolution and let the video conferencing system or OBS or something deal with the rest. As it supports up to 2K resolution and various tracking zoom modes, you should really get familiar with the software. So yeah, not much more to say about the unboxing. Let's check the software and let's check out the image quality. Alright guys, so we're now here on the computer and let's quickly check up the software from AnkerWork. So well, as you have seen before in the unboxing, it tells you to download the AnkerWork software, which I have done. And when you open it up here, you can see the camera and you can do several adjustments. You also can register an account, so the first time you use it you can just sign up and then your settings are saved in here. Well, first of all, here you have some messages, some tutorials, also here you can do all the software updates of the B600. And the first tab right over here is basically to switch between the resolutions and to adjust the angle, the zoom, and also there's anti-flicker. So resolution wise, it's stepped here at 360p, 720p, so HD, 1080p, full HD and full 2K resolution, which is the maximum of this camera. Well, then here we can actually adjust the angle when it's zoomed in. So you can zoom in a little bit and then you can move left and right. So those are some digital crops here, and then basically you can set the image where you want to have it. So if you don't want to show the full room, if you just want to show a specific part, like right over here, you can just zoom in, and with that, for instance, I can hide the cable mess, which is down to my left, as you can see. Well, you can also switch between 50 and 60 Hz anti-flicker. Now this is something, if you have some lights that start to flicker, you can actually turn this on, or if there's some screen in the background, to reduce the flicker. So I don't need it, so I'll just keep it off. Then here we have some image settings. So here you can adjust the brightness of the picture. So in my case, default is actually pretty fine. So you can always press the reset button here to reset the settings. But you can also play around with the sharpness, as you can see. Now this is definitely too over sharpened, so I would actually, recommend to keep this at default. Then here we have the saturation to boost the saturation here a little bit, and also the contrast ratio you can turn here on or off, depending of course on your environment. As you can see, a little bit down would make the image here much more natural, as you can see on the lights and the screen right over here. There's also a possibility of doing a horizontal flip, and damn, my room looks pretty cool from this side. And yeah, you can just do all of that here in the software. Now here we have the light adjustment. So I hope you guys can see this now on camera. Well, the B600 has touch controls here to adjust the LED brightness. So it's a little slider, you can just do it with your finger right over here.
But of course, you can also do it in the software. So if you just go to bright here, you can turn it to maximum brightness, and dark, it's just very, very light. So if you don't want to have too much light in your face if it's too close to you. Well, then you can play around with the white balance color temperature right over here. So between cool and warm. And this is also here for the LED light, as you can see. So if you want to have a warm face light, or if you want to have it here pretty much cool, like that fits also the rest of my room. Now, as you can see, the image is a little bit shaky, but this is not because of the camera, this is because of my monitor, because the stand is not very stable. So if you want to have really a solid image, I would really recommend to put your camera on a tripod if your monitor also has a pretty bad stand like mine. Then there is also always on. So that means if you close that privacy shield right over here, just need to be a bit careful, then as you can see, this stays still on. And also there's automatic light adjustment depending on your environment. You can also switch this on right over here. And yeah guys, I almost forgot something. If you press the button right over here next to angle and frame, you can switch it from the 95 degrees field of view to, for instance, 65, which is zoomed in like this, or 78, which is medium, or 95 right over here. Then there's also solo frame. So basically this is utilizing the camera in wide angle, and once you move, actually the camera will follow you a bit and zoom a little bit in, as you can see. So that's a pretty neat feature if you're moving around in front of the screen, especially during a stream or something, that you are never out of the frame. And it's working pretty good based on AI technology and image recognition. So that is doing a really, really good job. Alright, so most of the time I usually keep it in 95 degrees field of view, because here you can see my whole room, and with all the LEDs in the background, this looks pretty cool. And talking about LEDs, guys, we will now actually turn off the lights, because basically the main important thing about this camera is how well does it perform in low light, because this is really where you see good webcams and bad webcams if you have low light conditions. And yeah, let's just try it out and let's see how well it performs. So well, there we go again, guys. I've now turned on the LEDs in my gaming room, and well, I tried out 3 different webcams so far, and this room has a lot of LED lights. So we have here LED backlight right over here, right over there in the back, and it's very difficult for webcams to deal with those lighting situations, because you have strong LED backlight, then there's nothing, then you need to brighten up the face, and the AnkerWork B600 is doing that quite good. I've seen many reviews that, well, the image quality is okay, it could be better, whatever, but for me really important is that it performs well in low light, and this webcam is doing the job really, really good. I mean, just look at my face, you have all those light sources right over here, and there is no blue tint or something in there. So the image recognition and basically the processing of this webcam is really amazing, especially for the skin, as you can see right over here. Now let's turn on here the light bar to see if it actually changes something, because I still have the white nanoleaf turned on here. So I will quickly turn off more LEDs right over here, and then we can have a close look to see how well the light bar actually brightens up your face. Alright guys, so most of the LEDs are off. There's some things in here in the room which I cannot turn off, which are the LEDs of the computer, the LED backlight from the TV. But anyhow, you see how dark it is on my camera image. So this is in auto mode on the Sony. And now just check out the image of the B600. So you definitely see it's much more noisy than before, and also some details are lost, so my face is more kind of smooth. But you can definitely see everything very clear. Also here in the background on the whites, you can see definitely a bit of noise, but still it's crazy how this camera can brighten up the image by not getting too much noise into the image that looks really ugly. It looks actually quite usable, especially also for streaming where the face cam is really small, and for that I think it's doing an amazing job, something I've rarely seen on any webcam I've tried out so far. Of course, you can still go into the software and try to tweak it a little bit. So if you prefer to have it a bit darker right over here, or if you want to play around a little bit with the sharpness or the saturation of your image, you can do this right over here, but I think it also already getting the job quite well done here in auto mode. Then now let's turn off here, for instance, the face light, and as you can see right over here, I lost some details when it's off, and let's turn it on again. And as you can see, it brings pretty much everything back. Plus, you have a nice light here on your table to do things. So I think the light it's actually really good. And now let's switch it here to warm color temperature. So as you can see, this gives my face a much more warmer tone. Actually, I would prefer to keep it here between cool and medium, and yeah, maybe a little bit lower like this. Now it's actually looking perfect, and even without any LEDs, any light source in this room except of some LED light sources right over here, the webcam is displaying a pretty nice image, and that's something that you can see very rarely. Alright guys, so we now talked a lot about the image quality, but let's talk about the speakers, and let's also talk a little bit about the microphone. But for that, I will open up the recording software. I'm using Bandicam webcam for this to just record some videos, and I'll quickly show you how that works. Alright guys, so there we go, we now started up Bandicam right over here. Now the webcam will be detected in any kind of software, doesn't matter if it's Zoom, Skype, Bandicam or whatever, OBS, as a webcam, so it's totally plug and play. Now here you can see the settings. Unfortunately right now it's in German because my PC is in German. Anyhow, the resolutions, they don't have any language. So here you can see 1440p 30 FPS with the MJPEG video format. Now you will not see any 60 FPS right over here. Now this camera is a 30 FPS webcam, but anyhow I think 60 FPS on a webcam, it's totally useless unless you use the webcam really to only produce videos and you want to have 60 FPS. But as I use it, for instance, as a face cam for the streams, I mean 30 FPS is also getting the job done. And well, you can also do several adjustments right over here. So as you can see, you don't need to use the AnkerWorks software to do the adjustments. You can also do it in the app that is using the webcam. That's also working perfectly fine. So I will now just start the recording, and you can listen then to the microphone quality of the webcam.
Alright guys, so here's now a quick video recording test here with Bandicam. So this is directly taking the 2K video from the B600, and yeah, as you can see, also in third-party applications the tracking is working. So once you set it up in the AnkerWorks application, it will actually stay throughout until you change it. So well, as I've told you here, it's a little bit wobbly because of my monitor. So if you want to have it really stable, I would really suggest getting an external tripod and place it somewhere. The tripod mount is really great for that. Now we talked about the audio quality, so listen to the audio quality right now. And also, as you can see with all the lights here, yeah, it's still doing a really good job. So I'll tell Google now to switch off the lights. Hey Google, turn off the gaming room. And there we go, lights off right now. There's still a last light which I have to turn off manually. And as you can see, even when most of the lights are off, there's another one. So let's try it out. If I turn it off, how it looks like. And also let's check out the tracking. So there we go. And guys, I'm currently quite far away from the webcam, but as you can see, the tracking still works. So that's pretty cool. If I move closer, then also the tracking here is working, as you can see. And well, I turned off all of the lights. There's only light source right over here. You see the increase of noise, but still you can see my skin tones, my skin, everything perfectly nice. So I think in low light, it does a really good job. So that's actually really impressive. Alright guys, so we're now here at the end of this video, and here comes my personal conclusion about the AnkerWork B600 Video Bar. Now in the beginning, when I saw it, I had like mixed feelings, is this really worth it? But when I saw the low light image quality of the B600, I was quite impressed. Now I like to have wide angle to display my whole room on videos, and it's very difficult, mostly recorded at night, and you have all those LED lights, and many webcams actually struggle with exposure in the face. But the B600 was doing really well. Also, you have the light which is supporting a little bit with the details in your face. Now it's not so strong. If you really want to get a strong face light, well, you need an external light, but it really helps to get the details a little bit back. And also in wide angle mode, it just simply looks amazing. Now for sure, if you're a professional streamer, I would say the best solution is still to have an external real camera like a DSLR mirrorless or something, but those things are huge. It's complicated to set up. The B600, you just simply plug in and it gets the job done. The image quality is really good. Now, I don't use the integrated speakers, but it's really nice to have. The integrated microphones I personally also don't use because I have external microphones, but this is also targeted at a different audience. Now just imagine you are working remote and you need to have a good quality for your job, or you do podcasts like some video talks or whatever, and you want to have some decent quality with minimal effort. Then this thing is really an all-in-one solution. You can plug in into any laptop. It doesn't matter which kind of crappy laptop you have. You just plug it in and you have decent video, audio quality. And also, if you don't have speakers, well, it also has speakers. So simply amazing. The build quality is really good because many people said there are many cheaper webcams, but it comes with a lot of things, and the build quality from Anker is always top, as we also know from chargers or other things they manufacture. So overall, I have to say B600 personally, depends on your usage, absolutely worth it. And if you want to have more information, make sure to check it out. Links are down below. So there are some offers on the webcam as well if you want to check it out. And as always, guys, big thanks for watching here until the end. Let me know your opinion about the B600 down below in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one. So have a nice day and bye.